An Arctic wolf. Coming towards us. We stay absolutely still. It's very wary. This is a kind of a miracle.
It is, isn't it?
It really is.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I mean, that is a wolf.
It certainly is.
A wild wolf.
Yes.
Actor Timothy Dalton has a real passion for wolves, and we'll join him on his quest to find one in the wild. The fact that wolves arouse such fear and hatred in us has always fascinated Dalton. On his journey, he discovers the true nature of an animal that's been so totally misunderstood. Who better to take us on an adventure than the man who plays James Bond? Dalton will lead us into some of the wildest country left in North America.
Nature is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by annual financial support from viewers like you. And by Canon, providing the power of imaging to express your visions at home and work. And by Ford, maker of the Ford Explorer. Because sometimes where the pavement ends is where the world begins. Ford Explorer, the world's too big to be left unexplored.
Wolves are amongst the most mysterious, elusive, and feared creatures on Earth. What really fascinates me is why an animal that so few people have ever seen or encountered should evoke such extreme reactions. The wolf has almost been exterminated in the USA. Here in California, you might just be lucky enough to find a few bleached bones. My aim is to discover what the wolf is really like. I want to try and meet one, face to face, in the wild. The extraordinary thing I find about wolves is how much hatred they evoke. They've been machine gunned, poisoned with strychnine, doused in gasoline and set on fire, quite literally torn apart. What was once the world's most widely distributed mammal is now one of its most rarely sighted. Many wolves have taken refuge in the icy wilderness of the north. This harsh climate has fashioned the wolf's spirit, independent, opportunist, and secretive. There are no guarantees of finding the animal. One American wolf expert has caught sight of wolves just twice in 5 years. This is the North Slope of Alaska's Brooks Range, one of America's finest wildernesses and good country for wolves. It's here that we're to meet with the inland Eskimos, the Nunamut Inupiat. They're hunters and trappers. It's a desolate world. If you want water in this place, you cut it from the ice. Clothing's often made from the furs of animals that live in Nunamut country. Caribou mountain sheep, wolf and wolverine. We're traveling to meet a Nunnamuet elder with a special knowledge of wolves. It's so cold your breath freezes. Justice Mechiana has spent a lifetime watching and trapping wolves in the Brooks Range. The Nunnamuet hold a remarkable degree of respect for the prey they hunt. They believe that the animal's spirit must be set free after it's killed so that the spirit's reincarnated. This will bring further good fortune in hunting. The furs are important to them. That's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a big fella.
Yeah, real nice wolf.
Now, what do you use? What do you use the skin for?
Well, we use it for a lot for the men rough right there, neck part.
Yeah.
Right there for the men.
Do you use the legs?
Legs for the, sometimes we use it for the pooch.
Oh,
Makhluk.
for the shoes.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the shoes.
I've noticed when people have killed an animal here, they make a cut in the throat. Why?
Because the old time people say, if you don't cut the neck off after you skin it,
Yeah.
the spirit never go. And you cut it, the spirit from the body and go away. Another wolf again.
Do you like the wolf?
The wolf is good animal, number one, I guess. Myself anyway.
Do you think the wolf is like a human being?
Yeah, almost human being, almost.
Yeah. With a family?
Yeah, almost a people. I think it's true. Somehow the wolf is smart.
The Nunnamuet are cautious near wolves, but they don't fear or hate them. They simply respect a good hunter and can live with it. We saw plenty of caribou and occasionally some wolf tracks amongst them, but in 3 days not a single glimpse of the wolf itself. We've travelled south to Alaska's spectacular Katmai Peninsula. Alaska has a healthy number of wolves, around 7,000 overall, hidden away in its rugged country. And on the first day, I find some fresh wolf tracks. They're massive, about as wide as the span of 4 fingers. So, the wolves must be around here somewhere. But these are false hopes. I find myself not in the company of wolves, but of bears. There are tens of thousands of rivers in Alaska, and each summer literally millions of salmon run these rivers to spawn. These sockeye salmon are what the bears have come for. It's mayhem. They're all spawning, spawned out, or dying. This is a sockeye salmon that a bear's eaten. One of the most incredible things is all these salmon die, and as they rot and decompose, the nutrients actually feed the young salmon that are born. There's nothing in these waters. They're absolutely clear and cold, and the young need the nutrients from the dead bodies of their parents to survive. brown bears know exactly where the feast is. Wolves do sometimes come to the river to scavenge what the bears have left behind, but there's no sign of them today. The appearance of the bear cubs is some compensation. The bears glut themselves on salmon to fatten up for the winter. They're so numerous you have to be careful not to stumble into them as you're walking along the riverbank.
This is amazing. One of the Alaskan brown bears has just left the riverbank and has gone to sleep right ahead of us. It's only about 40 yards away. I can't tell how big it is, but I know they grow to well over 1,000 pounds and can stand over 8 or 9 feet high. The question is, what's it going to do when it wakes up? Or what are we going to do when it wakes up? I thought he was going to get up, but in fact he's just rolled over in bed.
It's advisable to stay clear of bears. They're powerful and unpredictable, and will attack if they feel threatened. So why is it that bears, which think nothing of occasionally killing a human, are seen as jovial, amicable creatures, teddy bears, whereas wolves, which go out of their way to avoid us, are vilified and feared? Why is that? Still no sign of any wolves. We know they're here in Alaska, but goodness knows where. The state of Minnesota is our next best chance. There are timber wolves here. We found some tracks. There's been a kill in the forest. Well, I found the kill. It's a deer and it's spread out in 1 or 2 pieces. It's pretty bloody. And I guess the wolves might be fairly close by, keeping an eye out. The wolves have eaten up a lot of its forearm. It looks like a white-tailed deer. I guess they go for the liver and stuff like that first. They've obviously been having quite a feast. Looks like a butcher's shop. In northern Minnesota, there's a special team of researchers who are studying wolves. We're going to join them. We're going to try and find the wolves that made the kill. What kind of deer are those, David? Just look at them go. Just look at them go. Inside the plane beside us, biologist Mike Nelson is tracking the wolves by radio. The team have captured several wolves, fitted them with radio collars, and then returned them to the wild. They can now locate the wolves by the collar signals. Some of the collars have anesthetic darts in them. Nelson can fire the darts by remote control and immobilize a wolf on the ground. Look, look! Down there! That's the kill. Look, do you see them? Wolves. There's a wolf by the kill. collar's fired.
Affirmative.
But the wolf doesn't seem to be... it's not down yet. We're going to go down and find out. I've had the good fortune to join one of the top wolf research teams. Leader of the pack is Dr. David Mech of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. He's going to take me to the wolf. And hopefully keep me upright on these snowshoes. Hold it, David! He's got a signal from the wolf. It's close.
There it is. Yeah, he's in good shape here.
Oh, yeah. Is it safe?
Yeah, he looks like he's pretty far out.
Just look at that. Just look at that. Jeez, look, its eyes are open, David.
Yes,
It's blinking.
it's definitely unconscious, but they do have their eyes open when they do that.
That is amazing. Is it safe to touch it?
Sure, just keep your fingers out of them, but there.
Now, that's a yawn. It's actually yawning. It did that itself. Uh-oh. I'm going to jump pretty quick if this thing wakes up.
Well, you better.
Oh, this is another thing. Look at this. Look how big that is compared to my hand. You can't really see properly there, but that's huge.
You know, there's an old Russian proverb that says the wolf is kept fed by his feet. And that means it's got to travel so far, cover so much distance in order to find enough vulnerable prey that it can catch and kill.
Well, also, I should think on this snow it helps, too.
Oh, yes, certainly. In fact, I don't know if you can see, but they actually have a web there. You see between the toes, just feel in there. Turn the scale like that. All right, ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, he's got some
Right
weight
off,
on him.
completely off the ground. Turn the scale.
Mech weighs it and takes blood samples. He tracks the wolf throughout its life by means of the ingenious capture collar.
So, 70.
He's discovered unique information about the wolf,
Okay.
what diseases they suffer from, how they grow up, disperse, and survive.
What's this you're giving it now?
Okay, it's the antidote for one of the main drugs that it has. You could take the mask off, though, and get it ready for him to get up and everything.
You said earlier that its stomach was empty.
Sure, it's hard for them to find a deer that they can catch and kill and stuff.
So how long do you think they can go without eating?
Well, if they're well fed to start with, they can go like months without eating.
Months? That's incredible.
He's starting to actually wake up.
Yeah, he's looking a bit
Yeah.
perkier, isn't
Yeah.
he? So what's next?
Well, we just move him here.
You need a hand?
Yeah, just get him by the back of the neck, and we'll put him on his chest, right here.
Okay.
Yep. Just
Like
put
that?
his legs under him, like that. Yeah. And we'll just leave him like that. And it's better if he just sleeps it off himself, so I think we can leave him like that.
He's going to be all right?
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
We left the wolf to recover on its own. I spent a couple of days with David Mech. It seems the Minnesota wolves are doing well. Thanks to research and protection, numbers have increased threefold since the 60s. Wolves are also making a comeback in another area of the USA. These are Canadian wolves. Wolves have always done well in Canada's uninhabited wildernesses. It's these wolves that are today recolonizing areas of the western USA. If there's one thing about wolves, they're great travelers. They've been known to disperse over 500 miles from where they were born. They search out territory with new opportunities for hunting. Wolves howl to discover if there's anybody else in their new domain. The howls of Canadian wolves
are echoing through the Rocky Mountains down towards the USA. The wolves are moving into the US state of Montana. Somewhere down in the trees, wolves are coming home. There are still less than 100, but they're reclaiming places where they were once poisoned to death. There's abundant prey to lure the wolves, including elk. A determined wolf lopes along tirelessly, searching for food along the valleys. Wolves take prey that human hunters also like to kill, and the effect of wolves on game animals is significant. Prey isn't the only thing on a wolf's mind. Founding a pack is important too. Wolves have an uncanny knack of finding one another. This is the beginning of a new wolf pack. A she-wolf may have up to 8 cubs. The family will stay together to form a hunting group. The future pack is basically an extended family. There's another male, probably a brother of the first male. He's got to be content with second position. The first male keeps close tabs on the female. In an unusual piece of behavior, the first male mounts the other, probably to assert his dominance. It isn't generally known that wolves can be playful animals. It's a side that comes out in the breeding season. The older male's out of the race. Wolves aren't bothered by snow. Their long coats provide unmatched insulation. Their ancestors survived the last ice age, so at 20 below, a wolf just carries on as normal. With the new federal protection and help from conservationists, there are now a handful of breeding packs in Montana for the first time in 60 years. The arrival of wolves in a valley brings very mixed reactions from residents and ranchers.
If we catch them killing our livestock, we don't have the right to protect our livestock. We can't destroy the animal.
I just don't think in a valley that's as populated as is here that we can live with a wolf. I think they're going to be in trouble with people's pets and animals, and I just think there's too many people living here already to be able to tolerate wolves.
We had our dog killed by a wolf 2 years ago. If I'm walking my dog and I see wolves coming at me, that's why I carry a pistol, pull it out, and hopefully that would scare them.
They were here before we were here. The father wolf of the new pups was raised here, he ate here, and this was his safe haven. But now we live here. I hear a lot of people complaining about cattle, but having one cow killed in a year doesn't scare me too much. I mean, I don't really see the big problem. I have compassion for people because I worry too. I worry much more about mountain lions than I do wolves, though.
A mountain lion took a child in this area of Montana in 1991. They're more dangerous to man than wolves, but wolves still have the worst reputation. The greatest abuse for the wolf comes from a place where there are no wolves, but where there is a plan to reintroduce them. Yellowstone National Park in the state of Wyoming.
Our forefathers fought hard for many years to rid this country of wolves, and I simply haven't seen the evidence that we should step in and attempt to undo what they did for us.
If they bring in wolves, there's no way I can control them. I mean, God, there's no way. Look out here. How could you control a wolf? It's even hard to find your cows.
The only reason wolves are not in Yellowstone is the Western agricultural industry. I think people don't object to the wolf so much as what the wolf represents. Wolves will have a very, very minute impact on surrounding ranches. And in fact, there's a program in place to compensate any ranchers who lose livestock to wolves in the Yellowstone area. Ranchers have more to fear from vegetarians than they do from wolves.
In America's West, your chances of sighting a wolf are still pretty slim. There's just one final place that offers us the real chance of observing the daily life of wolves. After months of waiting and hoping, we've had an invitation to visit David Mech in the high Arctic. It's a restricted research zone, and no one has been allowed to film up here for 5 years. Only those with a complete passion for wolves would think of working in this desolate country. We put down on Canada's Queen Elizabeth Islands, the last bit of land before the North Pole.
Hi, David. Hi, Timothy. Good to see you.
You too. You use these to get about?
Yes. Yeah.
What did you call them?
ATVs.
ATVs to get over there.
Yeah, in fact, why don't we get out of this wind and get on those?
It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. All right, come on.
You brought your long underwear.
Yeah.
I'll show you how. Just put it right here. Hop aboard. The gear shift is down here like on a motorbike.
Yeah. The island's like the end of the world. Even the Inuit Eskimo hunters don't come here much. We saw some muskox bones and some Stone Age remains. 50 million years ago, the island was tropical. They found fossils of crocodiles and flying lemurs. But now it's permafrost. It's late July. Winter will begin in a few days' time. It's bleak. There's no shelter. Completely barren. The nearest trees are over 1,000 miles to the south.
Well, this victim, it's not very much, but we survive here.
Oh, it looks all right. Mech has pitched camp a few miles from a wolf den.
Well, you can take this tent, the blue one, or the one up there we need.
Home sweet home. Right, one lump or two. Now, Dave, how far away is the wolf den from here? We plan the next move. Could we go to the wolf den right away?
Well, probably be better if we got some rest first. I'm sure you had an awfully long day.
That was an incredible journey.
Yeah, and we could do it first thing in the morning.
All right. Difficult to talk about morning in this light, isn't it?
Well, yeah, right. Let's say right after you wake up.
Yeah.
Because it's morning now.
Does it get, it's morning all day long, isn't it, really?
Yes.
Does it get very cold? It's not too bad now, is it?
No, it doesn't get too bad. It's 30 degrees to 40 degrees or so at this time of year.
Yeah.
Just enough to be around the snow, the snow line. It can snow one day and then be warm the next.
Boy, this is awful. But it tastes good.
Did you realize it's 2 a.m.?
It's 2?
Yeah.
Look at the sun.
Yeah. Okay, well, and have a good sleep.
See you at breakfast.
Okay, good night.
Right, good night.
Yeah.
It's really strange to be going to bed at 2 in the morning with the sun shining brightly overhead. We'll set out for the wolves tomorrow. The high Arctic. Wolf expert David Mech, high on a hill above the camp.
Spots to watch from.
What's the best thing to do? Is to wait or to go in and look for them?
No, just stay right here and wait for them to appear up here.
Now, of course, they might not be here at all at the moment. They might be out hunting, mightn't they?
Well, the adults might be out hunting, but the pups will be here.
The pups will be?
The pups will be here.
Good. So I suppose this would be a good time to ask you, what do they eat?
They eat musk oxen and Arctic hare up here is what it amounts to.
Yeah, not us.
No, not people. No. Guaranteed.
Right. Okay, so we wait. We wait.
And we wait for hours. It's freezing cold. An Arctic wolf coming towards us. We stay absolutely still. It's very wary.
This is a kind of a miracle.
It is, isn't it?
It really is.
Yes, it is. Yeah. This is the only place in the world that I can do this.
I mean, that is a wolf.
It certainly is.
A wild wolf.
Yes.
It's a female. Its winter coat is molting. She's circling around us very cautiously. The howl. How many times have we imagined that sound? A larger wolf comes to inspect us. It's a male. Huge feet. Must weigh 100 pounds or more. It's a really powerful animal. He seems to be sizing us up. He knows Mech, but not me. Very close. He really is checking us out. This is amazing. Just look at him. Oh, he's going away. I'm in his territory. I'm a stranger in it. Well, just look at that. Doesn't that tell a story? Then he loped away into the Arctic wilderness. Back to camp.
Were you saying you've got some Arctic char?
Yeah. You want it? Shall we fry some up?
Yeah. Better than corned beef. Any seasoning?
Yeah, let's
Let's try some of this. It smells great.
We don't always eat like this. Sometimes we just boil in the bag.
Oh, it's good.
Isn't that incredible?
Great.
Well, you couldn't get that in the finest restaurants.
You couldn't, I tell you.
No, you really couldn't.
Or if you did, it certainly wouldn't taste as good.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Back at the den, we see the cubs for the first time. The female's ecstatic. The male's returning with a hare that he's caught. He's been away for hours. There are just 2 adults in this family. The other members of the pack died, probably of starvation last winter. It's a really tough place to survive. There's not much to eat. But this is the beginning of a new pack. In the short Arctic summer, the wolves grow new coats for the winter ahead, and last year's fur is shed. All Arctic wolves are white, maybe as a camouflage in the winter. Watching these animals, it's hard to reconcile them with the popular image of the wolf as the violent, red-eyed, slavering man-killers we've all read about or seen in books and movies. That image is a European one. It comes from a Europe where rabid wolves were once quite common. Mech believes it's rabid wolves that have given the animals such a bad name. And it's rabies that people should be afraid of, not the wolf. Survival of the fittest, right from the start. The male's taking it easy whilst the female suckles her cubs. Mech says they'll be weaned in about a week or 2. Both parents are highly affectionate towards their cubs. The male, whom Mech called the old man, tolerates all kinds of licking and biting and pestering. It's amazing how the old boy put up with it all. He's a very dedicated parent. After resting, the family begin to rouse themselves. Howling is infectious. It's a chorus that seems to bond the family together. Everyone joins in. Howling always rouses one or more of the group into action. It's like a call to arms. In this case, they howled before the male left to go hunting again. A day later, the weather turned. A north wind was blowing a storm down from the pole. This could be winter on the way. All right, well, David, we're about 600 miles from the North Pole. In the window in the weather that's called summer.
Is over.
Wind chill factor about 15 below, in the middle of a blizzard. I think it might be a good time to talk about how intelligent wolves are, because it strikes me that we're not being very bright at the moment. Now, I've read that they are much more intelligent than dogs.
Well, they have to be, because they have to earn their own living. And to do that, it takes quite a bit of intelligence. They're not fed by anybody. They got to go out and do it.
I mean, these are pretty bleak and harsh conditions, aren't they? Have you ever observed wolves before in the snow?
Well, I have, but I haven't observed these in the snow. This is the first time that I actually have been sitting at this den while it started snowing and laid down this much snow. So it's interesting to watch them.
Yeah.
All three of them.
There's a bit of hare's bone?
I think so, yeah.
It's the first time these cubs had ever seen snow. Watching wolves like this, it's hard to imagine that man could have ever undertaken a campaign to exterminate every last wolf in the USA. But that's exactly what happened. And it was successful, everywhere except Alaska and Minnesota. They died agonizing deaths by poisoning and in steel-jawed traps set by the new settlers. 2 million wolves. Many predators were killed, often for government bounties. In European minds, the wolf was the symbol of the devil, a religious image originally from medieval bestiaries. It had to be conquered in America as it had been in Europe. The new settlers wanted the land for their cattle and for their crops. Millions of bison were killed. Their skulls were ground up as bone meal. The old relationship with the land was lost. The Native Americans' respect for the wilderness and its wildlife had no value. The wolf was no longer a fellow hunter with which to identify. The next day, the sun came out, the snow melted, and the wolf family suddenly took off. In a situation like this, it's vital to follow fast. The wolves can travel for miles to find a new den site, and if Mech loses them, he may not see them again for a whole year. The island's a huge place. We thought we were keeping up, but the wolves gave us the slip. How long has it been now since, do you figure, since we last saw them?
About 4 hours. I think, what we can do here, it's really calm, and I can howl. And if they're anywhere around this area, they'll reply. You keep your ears open, though, because my ears aren't too good. Listen. It's a pups.
We could be down in that valley.
We found them. I got them.
Where you can see?
I got them. I got the whole family.
Where?
Right, oh, I can see them with the naked eye. They're right straight in line with the point.
I've got them.
You got them? Yeah, right
Yes,
straight in
I
line
can
with the
see
point.
them. There they are.
We've found them. The cubs are on their own. The parents have left to go hunting together. Their mood is determined. They're up to something. Up in the Arctic, prey animals are few and far between. So these wolves have a big territory, 1,000 square miles or more. They can't visit it all when they've got cubs, but they mark patches of it vigorously. If they smell another wolf, they mark on top of its scent and scratch as if trying to remove every trace of them from the face of the earth. What they're actually doing is marking the ground with glands in their feet. If they catch a strange wolf, they'll try to kill it. Many wolves die in fights over territory. There's no love lost on strangers. They're heading for some muskox. The female has a scar on her back leg from an earlier encounter with a muskox horn. Muskox can kick and slash violently, but they're a big prize worth fighting for. The wolves have locked on to the herd of muskox. They're panicking them, trying to find a weak one. They've got a calf, almost out of sight. And they managed to demolish it before we got there. Later, the wolves managed to grab an older muskox. By the time we found the kill, they'd eaten most of that, too. The female's been feeding the cubs. Now she's back for more meat. Some strange wolves have been to the carcass. We could tell by the way the wolves scratched the ground so aggressively. Arctic hares are the major food the wolves go for. At 6 weeks old, they're already highly agile. Our last day in the Arctic. We want to see the family for the last time. They're all together.
This is incredible. It looks like the old man's bringing the wolf cubs out to meet us. The great animal. He's letting the wolf cubs come right up close to me. Can't believe it. One of them even takes a bit of my lunch. It'll have my finger off next. During our last few hours on the island, Mech took me up onto the ridge above the camp. He wanted to say goodbye to the wolves.
Want to give it a go?
Well, why don't you try?
I mean, I don't know how to howl. You're the expert.
Well, give it a try. Anybody can do it. Look, you just take a couple of big, deep breaths to make the howl carry, for a long distance.
And just howl like a wolf.
And howl like a wolf. Yeah, I mean...
Howl like a wolf.
Yeah, that's great. That's very good.
Oh, let's do it together then. Come on, you show me the proper way to do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Right there on the top. Right.
Oh yeah, got him. I've got him.
Yeah, right in that slot there.
Yeah. Look, I think there's some others cubs up just to our right.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Look, he's come forward.
Yes, like a...
He's come to check us out.
Yeah, he is. About 150 yards forward, certainly.
Oh!
What David Mech has shared with us has been a great privilege. The wolf is a hunter, but there's no record of a healthy wolf ever killing a human being in America. The wolf kills large game animals and occasionally domestic stock. It leaves blood on the snow. It will always have an eerie howl. It may sometimes catch rabies. But the wolf itself is neither to be feared nor hated. It's neither dangerous nor evil nor malicious. It's simply the wolf, and that's a smart animal trying to make a living under tough conditions.
To find out more about nature, visit us on the PBS homepage at the address on your screen. Nature is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by annual financial support from viewers like you. And by Canon, providing the power of imaging to express your visions at home and work. And by the Ford Explorer.
This is PBS.